Hello everyone, Chaz780 here today with a flex video. No, I'm just kidding. Today we're going to be doing a bit of strip mining on my I'm going to call it the Lifetime Survival World. We just got done making a new helmet. It has Protection 4 instead of Blast Protection 4, because Protection 4 is the best for all armor no matter what. We still have to fix the diamond boots, but for now they can stay the same. We just put Unbreaking 3 on this sword, and we just used the skeleton grinder to mend them up and mend up all this, including the elytra that has Unbreaking 3 and mending, the best enchantments for that. You guys may have seen this in some of my past clips. This is the jungle project. This is a gold farm. Behind it is a broken bamboo farm. Anywho guys, this is for resource gathering, and because it's going to be my industrial district for this world, where I put all my farms, I will also need to put Unbreaking 3 on the shovel, and Unbreaking 3 on the armor, because the elytra already has it, so I will need to upgrade that. So, what we're actually going to do is go down into the cave. You will notice that I have a Tome of Undying. That is from a raid farm that I was showing in another video. So yeah, if we can just go where we want to go. As you'll see here, we have one beacon. I have I think an extra beacon. I just don't know where it is. I gotta find it. My storage is abysmal. There's a spider spawner right on our way down. Here's where the gold farm ends up. This is also where I do my wither fights, because he helps me destroy this area. So you'll notice I have like 22 iron blocks. This is from the raid farm. You'll notice I have a lot of materials. This is a non-cheat, non-duplication, nothing like that. No, world. It's completely legit. Everything I've mined, I've either farmed or mined manually. I've never duplicated anything like that. Never used cheats, hacks, whatever. This is better. I can't really use hacks. So yeah, we're just gonna mine. I'm also going to fix up the floor here. We're going to Y level 5, which if you look on the left side of the screen, there's some numbers there. The first number and the third number are your X and Y coordinates. I'm sorry, your X and Z coordinates. They basically tell you basically where you are in the world. The Y coordinate, or the middle number, tells you how high you are in the world. We're going to Y5 to basically make the floor so we can get as many resources as possible without having to go around bedrock. So it just goes up to the layer of bedrock. So yeah, this is 1.14.6 for bedrock, which is the latest update. It's the Buzzy Bees update. It's pre-nether update, and I will be doing probably a video on that. I don't usually do anything on this world involving YouTube, but I figured why not. Let's just throw this in here. My current projects are upgrading the gold farm to be also an XP farm. This. Getting better villager trades. I'm working on a witch farm currently. I have to find a witch hut, which I do have one. It's only about, let's say, 1,000 blocks away from my base, which is pretty small with the elytra. So I have to spawn proof a 70 by 70 area around the witch hut. Actually, it's 70 on every side, so it's about 144 by 144 total. And what I'm doing is covering it in slabs. And it's just, the fastest way to do that for me. I would use buttons, but that's extremely expensive in terms of the wood, and I just don't feel like tree farming for hours, so I decided, you know, get 18 birds with one stone, get resources for building, and use this to expand the industrial district. This is going to be all mined out, by the way. It started out as just a normal jungle, and slowly but surely, we have mined away all the... Okay, we're awful. We've mined away all the trees, the bamboo, and now we are just going to dig it all out. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting project. I've certainly gotten a lot of like dirt, grass, which people always are surprised when you tell them that you should never waste dirt, because unless you're using a gravity block duplicator to make more gravel and coarse dirt, dirt isn't farmable, so you should never waste dirt ever. You should always keep it, even if you use it as like a filter item. You can't farm it, so theoretically you will run out of dirt one day if you use it enough, but right now we don't even really need to worry about that. Either way, you should never waste dirt. I know, right? Such a weird thing. But no, I never waste stuff. I actually don't really even waste the items that I don't need. Like for my raid farm, you get like enchanted iron stuff. You shouldn't throw it out at all. What I do is I disenchant it, get the XP, smelt it into iron nuggets, and that essentially turns it into a very slow but sure iron farm, which is something I do need to build on this world. But I'm gonna wait till the Nether update, or yeah, the Nether update, because that'll 1.15 or 1.16, whatever they call it for Bedrock, will change iron farms permanently to be more like Java, which Java is like PC, the more preferred version. This is the more played version. Happens to be PS4 edition, so it's the main difference is what it's coded in. And Bedrock is more available to other players. Java is not available to everyone, and it doesn't even run that well. Like Bedrock runs amazing compared to Java because of the fact that it's coded differently. Got some iron, that's always useful. Something interesting I found out, guys, is that you can actually use an efficiency 4 pickaxe and still essentially insta-mine. I don't know if it's actually insta-mining, but it's fast enough for me to call it that. I saw some more iron back there. Usually they say a haste 2, you know, efficiency 5, which is what this pickaxe is, but I don't really want cobblestone. If I do, I'll grab it, but I usually get stone because I just like stone bricks more than cobblestone stuff, so yeah. I'm actually going to fortune this. We're going to turn that into more torches to light up this area so monsters aren't spawning when we're at the gold farm. This kind of thing is always a fun thing to do if you're ever bored and you just have some random stuff like beacons laying around. Oh, use a haste 2 beacon, you get a ton of resources. And this is why we have a silk shovel. We don't want a bunch of flint. If we want a flint, we'll use our fortune pickaxe. Our shovel only has unbreaking 2 and efficiency 4. It doesn't really need efficiency 5, but it definitely, I'm gonna probably put on unbreaking 3 at some point. It's just more useful. And there's some diamonds. So people always ask me how I got so rich on this world. It's just from this kind of stuff, mining. And that was only 2 diamond ore, but still, that's diamonds. You see my ender chest, I got 57 extra diamond ore. Almost up to a stack, and yes, you saw that correctly, I have almost 3 stacks of shulker shells. I'm gonna keep opening this place up, and I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Welcome back, guys. We did a bit of digging, and yeah, don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I sure can't, you know, but got a little bit of iron, got a ton of stone, obviously, because you know that's what I'm here for. And yeah, so that was all good. We're gonna go do some mining up here, because we should be mining up here. Also, we have to be careful with when we fight the withers to not break the spider spawner. I don't really need the spider spawner, because first of all, I don't really need the string, and second of all, I think I have another one. If I find it, I'll destroy that one, because like I'm not gonna really use it. I mean, I know don't break spawners. I know that's like a rule in Minecraft. I know, but I don't know. You know, I just don't really use spider spawners that much. Okay, I guess let's keep on digging. No surprise there, it's Minecraft. Ugh, I hate water in this context. And yeah, sorry if that last clip was a bit quiet from me. My microphone level was a bit down, so I turned that back up, and we'll see how it works this time. Nice, okay. We can remove this whole patch. So what we do basically at this project is we just mine as much stuff as we can. And we go to the skeleton farm, we mend up the tools, which it's quite a loud farm, so I'll probably turn my volume down when I go over there and show you guys how it's done, but I basically turn the skeleton spawner into my mending thing. I would do that with the raid farm, but it's a bit clunky with the Ravagers. They sometimes like fall out of the machine onto me, and I have to handle them, so I don't know if I could really necessarily AFK there for long, so we'll figure that out. And also my haste is gonna run out, but we're using a shovel on this stuff, so we'll be fine. And if you guys are all wondering, yes, this world's on peaceful right now. I do turn the difficulty on, but usually in these kind of things I don't, and we just wasted a firework. That witch farm is basically built for gunpowder. I don't need the redstone. I don't even really need any of the witch drops except for the bottles, and oh, it's in the cave. The gunpowder is the main thing. We're actually, I keep on contradicting myself. We're gonna throw all this stuff into a chest. I have a very clunky, messy storage system over here, but it works, so. Yeah, you see some of the stuff I've gotten from the raid farm. You get, you know, random stuff in here, and yeah. Pretty fun looking through these things, see if you find anything good. I did not completely empty that thing out. We're not gonna sleep because, I don't know, we don't need to. So I've been on this world for a while. I've beaten it. I've fought the Ender Dragon multiple times, fought the Wither multiple times, and I'm gonna start actually like recording whenever I do that, because, you know, add an extra element to it, you know. I do fight the dragon on normal. I fight the Wither on normal. I've wanted to do a hard difficulty Wither fight. They say it's super tough on Bedrock, but I think with my Smite 5 sword and my Protection 4 armor that's gonna be coming, I should be able to handle him. Which, by the way, guys, yes, the Ender Dragon's a she and the Wither's a he. Okay, so we just mined out that whole patch, as you saw. Just grab up all the items here. I don't like wasting items, as you guys can tell. I mean, obviously there's a few I missed back there, but I like collecting every item. I don't know why. I feel like if I miss an item, then it's gonna come back to haunt me later. Oh my goodness, we already filled up our, pretty much our whole inventory. I'll probably put a storage system inside of that jungle tower thing, that little base I have. Yeah, right up there. That tree is where the whole thing is based off of, because it's 50 blocks out, so it's 101 by 101 size. Or 102, my bad. And yeah, so it's, people are always like, why didn't you make it 100 by 100? I didn't think of it. I just went 50 out, built this barrier, and cleared out all the bamboo. I had about 3 double chests full of bamboo, which this is a design that I found on YouTube, and I tried working it. It worked for actually a good amount of time, maybe like 20 minutes. And I filled up a bunch of my chests, but it won't work for me now, so I have to check that out, fix it. So yeah, the gold farm works fine. We just need fire spreads, which I can turn on over here, because back at my home base, the partially AFK fish farm has something that's lava right next to wood, and it normally would burn it, but I keep fire spreads off on this world. It's just a safety precaution, because I'm just so used to playing without fire spreads, so. Let's go over to this corner. And let's dig out this area over here. That was easy. We need to pick an area. Ooh, I know how to pick an area. We just do this. Ready? We line up here. Hold on. I don't want to like fly. Oh. Yeah, the elytra is it's a wild stallion. Sometimes you just get stuck in blocks. It happens. One thing you can't do is panic. If you panic, you're gonna die. If you don't, you should be alright. This one's at negative 2470. So let's get there. And there is negative 2470. That means this whole chunk has gotta go. I have some maps on me that I was gonna be turning into the maps of this like area. And I didn't ever test this out, but I really hope the jungle tree is like kind of right in the middle, and then the 4 areas kind of fit around it. That would be so cool. Because I have 6 maps with me. I don't know how many I'm gonna need for this whole jungle project, but I want to be able to see a map of it, because I just think that would be kind of cool. So yeah. If the map, oh, my inventory's full again. See how fast this happens? I really need to start using my shulker boxes correctly. Anywho, if it fits kind of awkwardly, I'll just jumbo size the map with a cartography table, because I have like 18 of those back at my home base. Which right now I live kind of near spawn, only like 100 blocks away. It's super small area, where most of the people on this world live. And I found 2 ocean monuments within like 400 blocks of each other. Not 400 blocks, within like 1,000 blocks of each other. One of them I'm like messing around with guardian farm stuff. I had a guardian farm, but I just didn't use it much. So I'm turning it into just like a loot version of it. The other one I'm gonna do a design by Minecraft Java hardcore player Philza, who built a glass circular area around his guardian temple and then drained the whole thing without destroying it, and then he used that as his base. I want to do that too. It's a great idea. I want to steal his design. But the original guardian temple I actually completely mined. Like, me and my little stepbrother just grabbed some tools and completely mined the ocean monument down to nothing. There's no monument there anymore. But the spawn spots and all this and that, they're still there. Guardian temples have very specific spawn spots on Minecraft Bedrock. It gets a little bit annoying to work with them, but it does provide for some very, very good farms, because the Guardian farm I had is so good that with just one module to allow Guardians into the Nether, it crashes the game in like 5 minutes. You can't keep up with the Guardians, they're just too good. And so I decided that until I can control the farm, I'm not going to use it. So I've been kind of building up little designs and messing around with, like, I wanted the Prismarine more than anything. Even the XP I can deal with, because I had the skeleton spawner that I'll be showing you guys in a minute. But I mainly wanted the Prismarine, because Prismarine is one of my favorite blocks in the game. I love the way it changes colors, and yes, it changes colors. Everyone does not seem to know that. Yes, it changes colors. Anywho, yeah. So I really like the way it looks. I like Prismarine bricks. I like dark Prismarine, but getting ink sacks until I have a squid farm is really, really annoying. So until I have an actual squid farm, which also will help me with villager trading, which I have a big old villager area back at the home base. Until I have that, I'm just gonna stick with the regular Prismarine stuff. And look at that. That whole chunk was mined out. That's almost perfect inventory. Told you I know what I'm doing. No, but yeah, maybe I'll show off the gold farm for a few minutes. We can screw around with that. It's also a rotten flesh farm, and I'm planning on modifying it to become an XP farm as well, because that'd be nice to, like, the skeleton farm is great, but I have all the bones I could ever need. Like, if you look throughout the chest, you'll just see bones and arrows and more bones and more arrows. And the skeleton farm is bones and arrows, just filling the thing up. So yeah, but first I wanted to mess around with the maps. So let's go just near our tree and let's try making a map. That's not bad. That actually fits really well. That should only be 2 maps. So let's first move off this one. And to answer the question, no, I do not have my original map of this world. Like the first map you get. No, I do not have it. For some reason, I've seen a bunch of people talk about how they still have their maps. How do you keep the same map? I, like, died in the Nether one time. And I lost my map, so. Yeah, this works. It shows my map project. Okay, so I'm gonna fly over and show you guys something. I have a project where I'm building my PlayStation logo right here. It's the classic little airship, and I'll probably put a screenshot up on the screen or something, or you guys will see it later. But that's so cool that I got a bit of this. This is a map. There's a separate map that goes here, and if I can show you right now. It'll fill out the whole thing, and then we're gonna build the ship on top of this thing. So it'll be my logo, and then you can hang these up in maps, right? And then it'll just show your logo wherever you want it to. Yeah, so I got some interesting plans. There's a bit of sand over here that I've mined out, right here. I'm gonna be flattening out a big portion of this desert. I'm gonna be building just a castle, you know, because why not? We can go over and check out the raid farm once I clean out my inventory and put up these maps, because that is something that I definitely wanted to do. That's why I made them. Hang them up and show people what they're looking at from a different angle. Ah, there's the leather. So you need leather and sticks. Simple as that. Where's all the wood I deposited here? I put just a crap ton of wood in one of these chests. I figured using that would be a good idea. There it is. Whoops, I crafted it all up. That was dumb. We can make leather horse armor still? That's awesome. I didn't know that. Okay, so we just need to make... just two, actually. Just 2 item frames. Where should we put them up? This is a target. This is a mini crap farm, so... why don't we put it right over here? This is the one of the center blocks. Is this one of those? No, that's the map piece. Let me think. I should definitely put the map here too. Yeah, I like that because it also covers that area too, and I wanted to get everything. Just the whole jungle project. I want to cover up the whole thing because you'll know if you don't. Okay. So that's all good. Hello, Mr. Cow. I was gonna kill you if I didn't find any leather, but I did, so I guess you're all good. So yeah, we can now put that there. We need to craft up 2 more item frames. No, I keep putting the wrong one in there. No. There we go. That's the map project. I was missing a good portion of it if I didn't do this. You can see the bit of water, and that's a bit of dirt. There's the gold farm, the bamboo farm. Which actually, I'm going to show you guys the gold farm right now. So what we need to do is we need to turn on fire spreads. Did I do that? Yes. And you'll see the portal start blinking. I'll link JC Playz, who showed me this, or he didn't show me, but I found his video about this farm. It's not really expensive. The obsidian, it takes about maybe a stack and a half, which is super easy to get. And as you'll see when we turn on the difficulty, pigmen will just start spawning, and obviously they drop gold and rotten flesh. How are they spawning so quick, you're asking? This doesn't make any sense. Well, the portal flicking on back on and off, and the size of it causes what we call a 0 tick farm to be created. 0 tick is when you force something to happen every second. So like this behind it is a 0 tick bamboo farm. I use 0 tick sugarcane farm. 0 tick is just the best kind of farm. It just makes the most sense to use. Some people don't use the 0 tick because they feel like it's against the rules. That's fine. I use them because I like them and they're super useful. So if we go down here without dying, because then we'll have to switch out the totem, which I have almost a full double chest of totems just because of how many raids I've done with the raid farm. Go down here and we look. Oh, look at that. There's pigmen dropping onto some hoppers. This is like a foolproof way to make sure mobs can't get in. If we look in here, this is my AFK box. If you look in here, they're already producing gold, and it's not a lot. Ugh, well, there's a lot of rotten flesh. But as you use this, it just kind of builds up, and after maybe a couple hours or whatnot, you're gonna have a lot of gold. Simple as that. Is there anything we can take up to the surface with us? Oh, my golden carrots, obviously. The iron ore. Now we'll show you the skeleton farm, and then I'll figure out what to do next. Or maybe that'll be it. I don't know what I don't know if I'm gonna continue making videos of this. This is pretty fun because I like talking while I play, and this helps a lot. And I want to start a new world for regular YouTube series, but I don't know. this world's been my main focus for a long time now. And I'm just now starting to get to the point where I can build essentially any farm I want or anything I want whenever I want. This is a mob farm that doesn't work. But if we go, we blast off up to this. This is the functional mob farm. And I'll have to link the video for this one in the description below if I remember it. And as you see, essentially it's just a dark room, and we're the right distance away to cause mobs to accidentally fall off. They get fooled by the trapdoors. They think the trapdoors are walkable blocks, and so they'll just step on it like when the trapdoor's like down, you know, when they're open for technical sake. The mobs will think that they can walk on it and then they'll fall. But during the day, it's heck of a lot less efficient than during the night, because in the night, I don't know why that helps it. Maybe it's because no light gets up through that hole. And also, don't build this out of slabs. Slabs allow light to come through in Bedrock, and it's really annoying, and everyone dislikes that. But occasionally, you might see a mob just tumble down here, and they'll die instantly. If they got armor, I get to kill them. I mainly build this, as I build most of my farms these days, for gunpowder for my fireworks, because I don't need any more sugarcane and paper. Oh, yes. Oh, he didn't drop any gunpowder, dude. It's a little bit more efficient at night. Oh. The most annoying thing is spiders. If anyone has an answer to the spider problem, I'd love to hear it. Get some zombies going. Nice. Like, I need more rotten flesh. This is the non-XP farm. I can turn it into one, but it's not. Like, I could put water, like, maybe halfway down, and then have mobs take a lot of damage, and then I can just kill them myself. But, yeah. Anywho. Did I turn fire spreads off? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. And with the mending elytra, we can just jump. And we'll be fine. So you might be wondering what's up with the half furnace machines. Like, what is this? Why is this filled up with bamboo? This is from the bamboo farm, by the way. I build this because I can get the XP without having to fill up an entire chest of stuff. By the way, that little mining session that took me maybe 10-20 minutes got me 20 iron. That's a lot, guys. And with the blast furnace, cooks incredibly fast. It, you know, obviously, but do I have any spare carrots? Well, not golden carrots. Do I have any spare plantable? Oh, are those wither roses? Yes, they are. That's cool. Those are always useful. I think wither roses are some of the best kind of things for like mob farms. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna build a mob farm that uses wither roses to kill things. I'm almost sure we have carrots at home base, but I don't think we have any here, and they'd be really useful here right now. And it's very possible that I just kind of missed the carrots. I mean, maybe I do have some. I don't know. I haven't tried this with wheat yet. So all we need to do is flip the switch. And yeah, it works just the way I want it to. And all you need to do is supply it with bone meal. Oh, where do we get the bone meal from, you might ask? Look at those pillager banners. We get it from the skeleton farm, obviously. And I don't really need bread right now, and so we're just gonna compost this. I think the composter is probably one of the best things they've added to the game in recent times. I mean, it's just so useful. Okay. Let's grab our iron that we already know is done cooking. We're gonna hold out a tool that has mending because you get XP for smelting. That's why I did it like that, so I can actually get the XP from it. So let me show you guys the skeleton farm. So when I was in here, right before I started recording, Creeper was like, you know what? I don't like this guy. Let's blow him up. I didn't die, but, you know, he caused a little bit of damage. So what we're going to want is a light source. We're going to turn this on. I'm going to set the difficulty to normal. I would set it to hard, but, like, they shoot a lot through the hole right there. And sometimes they hit you. So there's a spawner up in there. I found it. I'm very lucky to find it. There's actually one by my base. I didn't even know. I'm going to turn that into a farm, too. But what you do is, if you use a trident killer, I'll link a video to a trident killer. If you use a trident killer and you hold a sword that has looting, or hold any item that has looting, other than a looting book, and you'll get drops from, like, looting. So if you check in here, you see bones, arrows, all the good stuff. If you leave a hole right there on this observer, you can get the XP, and because all my tools are just mending tools, I can fix them up. I'm also going to fix up the elytra, because you can never ever have too much elytra durability. There's no XP to be had. It's not exactly a fast farm, but if you let your levels build up, you will completely fix your tools. Watch this. See that? That's how I get all my things fixed. So yeah, I will be back when they are done. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes and the shovel is completely mended up, and we are not going to move, or the pickaxe is completely mended up. We're not going to move on to the shovel. All my armor is mended up and whatnot, so yeah, see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we have fixed all of our tools, all of our armor. And spent a little bit. Filled up the chest quite a bit, so yeah. This is just from one spawner with one trident killer. I hear a wandering trader, see if he's got anything good. He's invisible. You can see the potion effects, that's not coming from me. There we go, we found him. Is there anything we want? No. Sometimes he has like in an early game, or maybe like Skyblock, he has some really good stuff, but or if you're on like Java with like data packs, but this isn't Java and we don't have data packs. So what are we gonna do now? What is Chad gonna do? First of all, what did this? Oh, the compost. What I say? Where did my bone meal come from? Maybe I really am going crazy. And as you can see, done quite a few raids. Actually, let's go to a raid right now. Screw it. There's a flying method with the elytra. It's called 40-40. I am very bad at 40-40. Chad, just turn your character a certain way. Yeah, I know. Also, look at that monster. That thing is a beautiful farm. I do pretty much all the raids on hard mode because it just gives you the best drops and it gives you the longest raids. When you get up to this platform right here, so we're just gonna land and fall. You can already hear the trident killer. Anywho, this is also a banner farm. Technically, it's a bad omen farm. You're gonna look right there on that glass block, cause what? Oh. It's a pillager patrol. We're gonna despawn them. I use these kind of controls because I don't know. Makes life easier for me. They have been known to spawn like here. I think that's the second spawn spot. I'll have to cover it up, but there's another trident killer. I love trident killers. They're very useful on Bedrock. Java doesn't. I don't think Java can use them. I don't know why, but maybe because tridents can't be moved by piston. I don't know. I've never looked into it. But anywho, there is one, but I don't think he has a banner. He knows I'm here. He can see me. Eventually, when he finally falls in, eventually, there we go. He'll start taking damage. You know, it's a little annoying. So when we get one with a banner, and we get Bad Omen, we will head up to the actual farm itself. And there's another guy in there, but he doesn't have Bad Omen or a banner. He's not a captain. We call them pillagers naturally, or just the illager mobs. But the one with the banner is the captain, the pillager captain. And if a player kills him, like if lava, oh, there's one. If a player kills him, he gets what's called Bad Omen. And if you enter a village with Bad Omen, you'll start a raid. Now, this village over here is completely deactivated. This is where I got my villager. And let me tell you what. Getting him up there required a staircase covered in water all the way up to this stupid thing. So, I have to spawn-proof every block. And what's going to happen is they're going to spawn up. There's a village. There's a villager in there who's completely safe. Now, if this thing fails, then we can take care of it. This is on. It's working just fine. So illagers are going to spawn down here, and we can just kind of take care of them ourselves, or we can try and kill or get them. And yeah, as long as we do, sometimes it fails, sometimes I mess up and leave a block uncovered, and then I start to get annihilated and I have to kill them and whatnot. Usually it runs fine. This is the best farm for emeralds. This is the best farm for totems, obviously. It's one of the best, like, low-key gunpowder farms. It's not a direct witch farm, but it farms witches. It's the best enchanted book farm, other than, like, fishing, maybe. It's also an amazing XP farm. Now, the only threat to this thing are the Ravagers, because if there's 2 Ravagers or a certain assortment of mobs, and if the Ravagers start getting pushed, they can actually, like, enter blocks. And they, unfortunately, destroy leaves. Now, just because there's one does not mean... Oh, it's taking a long time for him to fall. I don't like this. Oh, he just fell. There is a Ravager. See how he's getting kind of moved around? If a certain mob... Nothing in particular, but if a mob pushes him the right way, he might come through these blocks. Now, it's happened a few times. I've handled it. I don't want to jinx it, but I've never died to this farm before. I've used the totem like 3 times because while I was building it, I fell off a couple times. Honestly, other than the villager and the fact that I'm like 100 blocks off the ground, this is an easy farm to build. So 100% worth it. And now, although I can't trade with him, I get Hero of the Village like 18 times. So what makes this farm work for the most part are the leaves, because they prevent raid spawns. So you put leaves everywhere except for a little chamber up there that you build yourself. Here it is. This is 2 Ravagers. I think we're all good though. Yes, we are. I mostly built this for the emeralds, the enchanted books, and the totems when dying. It's a pretty good farm, I guess. You know, it's really useful. I love it, honestly. It's another farm by playz. I built like 3 or 4 of his farms on like one day. It was really fun. I'm gonna be building this automatic crop farm using villagers. Oh, yes, there's a totem. I would totally like his channel. playz has some of the best tutorials I think I've ever seen. He's to the point, and his farms kind of make sense. Like Silent Whisper, I'll link his channel too. He has great farms, but they're very big scale. His are very... playz are very normal size. I'm not to the point where I can build silence farms. See, he's stuck in the blocks. This is the only part that sucks about this farm. It sure doesn't like make the farm less worth it, but it still is kind of annoying sometimes. Also, look at that, 22 levels. Alright, we beat the raid, obviously. Come down here. And this is not from just the previous raid, but still, look at all the drops. Holy moly, guys. There's a totem. More totems. We didn't get any gunpowder, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? So I do want to grab all the emeralds, because they're one of the main reasons I actually built this crazy scale farm. I'll put that last one back. So yeah, that's the raid farm. We got no gunpowder from it though. The witches are the gunpowder droppers. You can see here we get the most random enchantments. What you do is you disenchant these, and you can get XP, and then you smelt them down into iron nuggets, and this effectively turns it into an iron farm. Every single 9 of these is 1 iron ingot, which it's not fast at all, but it's consistent, and that's really all you could ask for in a farm like this. So yeah, it's a very good farm. Definitely linking JC Playz' channel in the link, or in the description. There's my map project. I've showed you guys that. But I am going to head to my witch farm project, and I'll meet you guys there. So yeah, be right back. We're getting attacked by phantoms here, people. I think this is the first time I've ever really fought phantoms. They got a nasty little bite to them. If you don't sleep for what, 3 in-game days, they spawn in. They're here to wreck your day. Oh, so are the husks apparently. If you don't have mending on your elytra, this is the best way to fix them. You actually kill phantoms. They drop their phantom membrane, which I think one of the phantoms just dropped. Never mind, I was just kidding. I lied to you guys. Alright. Anywho, you put them in with an anvil and the elytra, and boom. There's some phantom membrane. I don't think I actually have any yet. That's the only thing. I never use it. I immediately put my only mending book on the elytra. Okay. So that was pretty interesting. Back here at home base, we have the totem chest. Almost full. Yeah, it's a very cutesy base. Off to the witch farm. Welcome to the witch farm. As you see by the coordinates, we are pretty far away from where we were. So set a spawn in case we die. So this is the witch farm, or this is the witch hut, rather. Excuse me. And we need to spawn proof an area around it that is 70 blocks in every direction. And there's buttons. You can use glass, leaves. I didn't want to use that many glass blocks and that many leaf blocks on this whole area, which is actually bigger than the jungle project by almost 50%. I think my math is correct. So I decided to use slabs because I just figured, you know, that'd just be a better alternative. And that sucks about this whole thing though is that I have to spawn proof the caves as well, and that's gonna be really annoying. So yeah, here's a lot of slabs. So let me show you guys what this is like. So it all started on this corner over here, and I actually, before I start doing that, I think you guys might have saw I have a map. See right here. We are right here. Okay, facing the witch hut. You'll see it. Oh, I mean, excuse me. And we're right here. The water's off to the left. There's some random blocks that couldn't be turned into slabs. Ignore that. So yeah, this will look especially cool when the whole thing is filled. And witch farms, unlike raid farms, can be AFK'd at infinitely, but also unlike skeleton farms actually give gunpowder. Now I think it's around 2.5 stacks per hour. So I'd probably AFK for, I don't know, 8 hours overnight. And get like, what would that be? 20 stacks? Which, with 20 stacks of paper, would make 50 stacks. That's only 8 hours. 50 stacks of firework rockets. By the way, guys, people don't know, if you craft up, so if you take gunpowder and fireworks, no, I'm wrong. If you take gunpowder and paper and put them in the same little crafting area, you will make, find it, you'll make just a regular firework rocket. Now these are really normal, you just kind of jump, and when you're falling or gliding you can activate them and you'll start flying and propelling yourself. However, if you use, if I can hit the right button, if you use one of these firework stars while you're flying, you will actually start to blow yourself up. That's true, try it, I dare you. So, I'm gonna reset that because that's annoying. I don't think I finished the row to my right, so we'll finish them both at once. That mining project has basically gone, a lot of it has gone to this. And that's okay because this will give me gunpowder. When I first started out this thing, I was debating digging around the witch farm, but I decided against it because I'm already doing a 100 by 100, 102 by 102, whatever you want to call it, project. There was no reason to start another one. You know, it's just not necessary, because honestly, with the jungle project stuff, I can get double the amount of value for my blocks. Plus that would require me to like set up a beacon and have a huge storage system. One alternatively, I can just use the slabs and that does just fine. So witches take up the mob cap. There can't be more than so mobs in the game at one time. And what you're gonna do is sit underground in the middle of the witch hut. Cover up their spawn spot. We talked about spawn spots on the Guardian farm earlier. Cover it up, make them like the pillagers where they immediately fall into my killing mechanism, which will be a trident killer, no surprise. Then we'll have a collection mechanism, whatnot. And so by doing this, we cause only witches to be able to spawn. Right, lighting up the caves. No mobs can spawn in the caves. We cannot let them. Because if you're loading up this whole area at night, mobs are going to spawn. And if it's I think a new moon, I don't know if it's a new or a full moon, slimes can also spawn and they take up the mob cap, but they move infinitely, so they're even more annoying. So anywho, by doing this, you cause only witches to be able to spawn, because it's the only area in the world that isn't spawn proof. That's closest to you. It's within a range of wherever you are. It's a, yeah. Witch farm is a bit technical. If I knew how to use TNT machines, I would certainly TNT bomb this thing, but I don't, so. Here's one upside to building this thing. I get to cut down a crap ton of trees, and it's giving me like 3 or 4 stacks of oak wood and a stack and a half of saplings. You wouldn't think it would, but it really has given me a lot of wood involuntarily. So the caves are a bit annoying. Honestly, I might just leave them. Like, as long as the witches are spawning kind of regularly, that's all that really matters to me. Because if I can just get a constant stream of them, you know, get even just a stack of gunpowder an hour, that's fine. Because, like, the mob farm back there that I showed you guys with the spiders really do hold that thing back. This farm would work better during the day and work still fine during the night. Because, I mean, come on, witches. This will also help me with an achievement. I need to get a poison potion and splash potion and poison them. Or just a witch. Because that is an achievement that I have yet to get. My goal is to get all the achievements on this game. I've done a lot of them. I would show you, but I don't think PlayStation allows me to record that, so I'll show you some other way. Yeah. So, the witch farm, the jungle project, I mean this whole side, bits and bobs in my world that need to be fixed up, but yeah, this is weird to think that I've beaten the game and I'm working on my own personal projects and this is the first episode. This is just going to be like the World Showcase series, what I'm going to call it, where I talk about something. I don't really do much work on camera, maybe a little bit like I just did, but not much. I do most of my work off camera. I promise you this world is completely legit. And if you didn't catch that, we used up almost all the slabs that I grabbed. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft PS4 Bedrock World Showcase, the lifetime survival world. We did what? Some mining, a little bit of gold farming, just the random bits and bobs that you need to do. And I will be trying to make more of these. So, yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.